Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to share with you something related to compounding interest. As you can see here, this is a common formula that you can see in any business related subject. The FV here is simply referred to the future value. So the future value here can refer to the value after a certain period. It can be 1 year, 2 years, and it can be even 1 month or 2 months. Next, the PV here stands for present value. It simply refers to the value of the amount of the money that you have currently. The I here is referring to the interest or the return that you can get through the investment. And the N here is simply referred to the number of the years that involved in your investment. Next, let's take a look on the example 1. Let's say Jason deposit 1,000 ringgit in an investment account, and given that the return of this investment account is 3% every year. So what would be the amount of the 1,000 here after 5 years? So this is the formula that we have to use. FV equals to PV 1 plus I and also the power N. So the PV is referring to the 1,000 ringgit currently. And then the I is referring to the interest that we have every year. So we have to use the 1 plus the 0.03 and then cross the bracket. And the N here is simply referring to the number of years here. So we're going to have 5 years. So what you need to do for the calculation is you just have to take the 1,000 and multiplying with the 1.03 and then power 5, and you will get the figure as below. 1,159.27 cents. So this simply means that if Jason deposit the 1,000 ringgit in the investment account today, and given that the return for this investment account is 3% every year, after 5 years, the 1,000 here will grow to 1,159.27 cents. So this is the powerful thing about the compounding interest. Next, let's take a look on the example 2. So we can also solve the question by using the same formula. First thing, we just write down the formula. FV equals to PV and then 1 plus I and power N. So it's the same situations like the example 1. Jason have 1,000 ringgit and he deposit in the investment account. And given that the return is also maintained at 3%, but if Jason planned to double up the money, so how many years he need actually? So imagine that today you have the present value of 1,000, okay? But you plan to double it up, meaning to say you hope the money can grow to 2,000 after a certain period. But you never know how long is it, okay? So next, what you need to do is you just sub in the related information into the formula, and then you will get the answer that you want. So over here, we have to we have to sub in the 3%, 0.03, but we do not know how many years we need. So that's why we can just leave the N here like this. Okay, so the very first thing you have to do is you have to carry the 1,000 to the left side. So 2,000 divided by 1,000 equals to the 1.03 to the power of N. So the 2,000 divided by 1,000, okay, immediately we can have the answer of 2 equals to 1.03 and power N. So until now, we still don't know how many years we need in order to double up the monies. So this is how we calculate the answer. We have to take the natural log of the 2 divided with the natural log of the 1.03. And this is how we can get the answer. So what you need to do is just key in the following figures in your calculator, and you will get the following answer, 33.45 years after round off. So meaning to say, if the return is only 3%, Jason have to wait up to 23 years, 23.45 years, to double up his 1,000 to 2,000. Okay, so basically this is the idea of compounding interest. But of course, the formula here is not only limited to the business related calculation. You can also use the formula here to predict your salary after several years. So make sure you can know how much is the growth rate. So basically that's all. Thank you for listening and see you in the next video. Bye everyone.